Okay, this is my first vlog for YouTube. Reason for making this video was an article I read in the Telegraph. The heading reads, "Mother walking her son from school saves immigrants' lives after hearing screams from lorry." I'm not going to read everything, but the next sentence reads, "Tammy Harris, 34, begs an HGV driver to open his refrigerator lorry, only to find 7 people inside, suffering from frostbite, including 2 children." Now, never have I ever thought about making a video posting my concerns about anything, but for some reason, reading what's happened to these immigrants struck a chord in me and pushed me to make a video to express how I feel about the whole situation regarding immigrants and the effects that it's having on Europe and the UK. Now, my parents came here from the Caribbean, Jamaica to be precise. About in the 50s, it was, I think, 50s, so when my dad came, I think 60s was when my mum came. They weren't immigrants, they were invited. They went through prejudices and racism. So I guess I'll read in the comments, you know, I'm prejudiced, or I'm a Sambo, or I'm a sellout, you know, but whoever isn't concerned about the direction of our nation can't really be concerned about themselves, because what's going on now and the direction that the country is taking, it's going to affect all of us, so it's going to have an effect on all of us. Now, a lot has changed from the days from back in the day, when I was younger, when I was growing up. A lot has changed from when I was growing up to, I don't have any children, but my niece and nephew, day and age now, their time now. And I don't see where all of these immigrants are going to go. I read a couple weeks ago that Cameron's planning on letting in, I think he said 20,000. Is it 20,000 or 2,000? It can't be 2,000. I think it was 20,000 in the UK. And I'm like, well, our economy isn't doing too great. So what are these people going to do when they get here? Why isn't the government thinking about fixing the problem that we have here in the UK, instead of bringing in more people, which is going to put a strain on our economy? Now, I'm not one of those people who sits back and say, oh, you know, they're going to come and they're going to take all our jobs, they're going to take all our houses and all of that. I'm trying to look at it. I'm trying to look at it in a, what's the word? From an economical standpoint. If the government says that they have to cut benefits because we don't have, or because we're running out of money, we don't have that much money and we're running out of money, and we need to divert resources or money from one area to help another area, why then bring more people into the country that's going to drain more of the resources that the government claim they need to find money to support? It just doesn't make any sense. I was born here. I was raised here. This is my country. I don't want it to go down the toilet. I don't know anywhere else. This is the country that raised me. And I do get angry when I see people that come here from abroad and they don't want to integrate. Or they stick to themselves. They want to continue to live the way that they were living before here. Now, my opinion on the matter is that, I'm not saying turn our backs on the immigrants or on anyone that needs our help. But what I'm trying to say is there's other ways of helping instead of letting more people in that's going to cause a strain on the system. I don't think I sound racist, but I guess that is, it's what I'm going to be called. I know people's going to write in the comments, if anyone writes in the comments, that I'm a bigot, or I'm a racist, or I'm stupid, I'm an idiot, or your parents went through the same thing when they came here, and it's funny how I'm now the one who's doing or putting that same treatment onto others. I'm not a politician. I'm not running for local leadership, local council, or anything like that. I'm just a carpenter, and I see changes that's happening to the country that I grew up in, and I don't like it. There's nothing wrong with diversity, but you kind of have too much. Not too much diversity, but too much too much of a big heart, because sooner or later it's going to be taken advantage of. I'm reading the article, and let me see if I can find it. This woman, Tammy Harris, she says, I'm pretty shocked and upset. I'm pretty shocked and upset by it, and I just feel so disappointed in our government that they are not doing anything to help. Obviously, you don't live in London or in a major city to actually see the impact of so much immigration. And that's what I mean by British people having such a big heart. And that's not a bad thing, it's a good thing, but it's like we're scared to say how we feel because we're going to be called racist, or we're going to be called prejudiced, or just scared of what might happen. There's nothing wrong in wanting best for your country, the best for your community. It's not racism, because those people that's coming from their country, if it was the other way around, they'll feel they would be saying the same thing. It comes down to survival. England doesn't have the resources to be giving out charity or aid. Let me choose the right word. To be giving out aid to all of these other countries, then going to bring more people into the country. A, you got to find housing for them. B, you got to find money for them. Now, where are they going to get that from? The government said that we don't have enough housing, social housing, so they're going to build more houses. Fair enough. You're still going to have to find the money to build those houses. You're still going to have to find the money to feed all of those people and clothe them when they come here. Now, I thought that we didn't have any money. I'm just concerned that the government isn't. I don't think they thought this through. I think that they're more concerned with what the outside has to say, whether it's the rest of Europe or the rest of the world. I think the government should focus on fixing the problems that we have here instead of concerning ourselves with other people at this point in time. Right now, we need to focus on jobs and housing for people that's already here and not taking in any more. If you think I'm racist, or if you agree with me or disagree with me, please leave your comments below. And thank you for listening.